What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review, and finally getting around to doing this guy. I figured I'd do this review today. You know, it's kind of a dark, rainy day, so not a whole hell of a lot going on. So I figured I'd pump out the review for the Godzilla 1989 kyoku figure from SH Monsterarts. I got this figure for Christmas from my girlfriend. Still very grateful for that. It's amazing that that she wanted to get this for me, considering it was kind of on a little bit of a pricey side of a figure. But it's awesome, and it's awesome that it came from her. Thank you again, sweetheart. Love you. And now let's just get straight on into this figure review with the box. Box, very nice, very shiny all the way around. I'm sure that I'm late to the game putting out a review for this, guys, so I'm sure if any of you are watching this, you have seen other reviews on this figure already, so we all know what the box looks like. Very shiny, very nice promo shots of the figure on the back side, and, light music and sound, just great. So now, let's get into the bread and butter of this review, which is the figure itself. My personal thoughts on this figure, it's awesome. I think it's fantastic. Some people have complained about the scaling or the paint job or even the light feature not being too bright or the sounds being a little too, not loud enough. And it's like, all around, I don't know it all comes down to personal preference, but I think my figure looks fine. The paint on the spines might be, a little sloppy, but it's not terrible. As far as the light and sounds go, the sounds on mine are fantastic, and the light up for mine is bright. They don't seem dark at all. Overall, I think it's just a great figure and a great sculpt. And I love the 1989 design. It's one of my favorites. And as far as, scaling goes with other SH Monsterarts, look at the SH Monsterarts line so far. They've been proper to scale up to this guy, but it's like this guy is something new. And if you kind of think about it, this is kind of like a spin-off of the SH Monsterarts line. It is an SH Monsterarts, but it is kind of a different figure, and it's kind of a different line in its own from SH Monsterarts. These figures, if they do more, are going to have sounds, lights, and music. So it's like that in itself is like a totally different figure line, even though it is from SH Monsterarts. It's kind of like a spin-off thing, kind of like with Dragon Ball Z. You know how they do their SH Figure Arts. They also have the SH Figure Arts Zero figures, which are like statues. So it's kind of like a different spin-off line, even though it's all from the same company. So, with the scale thing, you have to think about it. With the electronics and everything else, it makes sense that the figure has to be a little bit out of scale to fit that stuff in there. And same with the price. It is a little bit of an expensive figure, but look at all you're getting with this. And keep in mind, other SH Monsterarts have almost cost more than this guy has. Remember Biollante? Biollante was what when she came out? $230? And she had a light gimmick, and that was it. This guy is about, $189, depending on where you get it from. Might be just like, a little bit cheaper, but around $189, free shipping or with shipping. So you think around, $200 maybe average for this guy. That's not bad, considering that Biollante was around $230, just had a light gimmick, was your basic SH Monsterarts. This guy has lights, sound, and music, and in my eyes, this is what a lot of people, and this is what I would categorize as one of those ultimate Godzilla figures. Great sculpt, good paint, lights, sounds, and music. That's awesome, and decent range of articulation. So now let's just get straight on into this actual review of the figure instead of my input and my 2 cents on everything. Paint job, Godzilla is that charcoal grayish black color all the way around. For his spines, a little bit lighter gray. And then of course his spines here in the middle are translucent with like a smoky blackish grayish color to fill in the center. His claws on his hands and his feet, a nice, dirty bone ivory color. Same thing with the teeth, and inside the mouth is a nice red, even though it might be hard to see. Eyes have a very nice brown with black pupils. So a very decent paint job all the way around. Again, as far as, a lot of people saying it's sloppy, mine doesn't look too damn bad. So no complaints at all. As far as detail goes, all of Godzilla's skin scaly detail is there. I just want to note that the fingers and the knuckles look extra great. The face definitely has that 1989 look to it. I love the spines. I love Godzilla. I love the 1989 spines. The feet, just everything. Tail, everything. I mean, just the sculpt, all the spine, all the mini spines on the top of his head running down the back and how it gets into the bigger ones. Just looks fantastic. Very well done. Teeth, very nicely well done. So sculpt-wise and detail, great. As far as articulation goes, which would be next, of course, his jaw opens and closes. He has electronics in his head, so you can't really, you can get him to look down ever so much, but really up, that's as far as you're going to get. He can look side to side ever so slightly, but you really don't want to force any of that because of the electronics. Shoulders, moving forward and back, elbows, wrists, whatnot. Not really too much in the waist because, again, you have all that electronics in there. His legs, you can kick them out forward, put them out to the side. His knees, you can bend them. Ankles, twist them, bend them. So you got all that articulation there. And then, of course, you have the SH Monsterarts very well done tails, which have a crazy amount of articulation so you can get all different kinds of curvature poses out of them. So, all in all, articulation, what you would come to expect other than just a little bit less than what's, in the waist and everything. So, I think it's good. Now we'll go on to his gimmicks, which I won't go over all of his gimmicks for you. I'll just go over some of the basics and whatnot. So, you got the button here that's on the spine. That's what you press for the gimmicks. You hold it down for the music, and during the music, you can get the roars, and you even get like a stomping sound. He has a couple different roars, and then of course, the atomic breath and light up features and sounds. The only thing I want to say with the gimmicks is with the atomic breath, I want to say after he fires it, that would have been nice if they added the sound of like one of the explosions or something. That would have been a little bit more cooler, but it's still an awesome figure nonetheless. So I'm going to shut up, and hopefully the sounds get picked up on my camera pretty well. Oh, well, there's a light feature. That's about it, you guys, for the sounds and whatnot. So you got a little bit of everything there. So now I'll go on into scaling, which a lot of people have, talked about. So here is the very first release in the SH Monsterarts line, Godzilla 1994. There is a scaling difference, definitely. I mean, look at the size difference in everything, from the size of the head to the body itself, tail-wise, spines, everything. But again, you have to include that this is something totally different that they are doing. Lights, sounds, and music, so you have to incorporate all the electronics and everything in there. And in my opinion, the scale, I don't really care. You know, I don't care about putting these figures next to each other, and if someone's out of scale, it doesn't bother me that way. I'm not a scale junkie or a scale freak. So, you know, and again, you just have to think what I said earlier about this being kind of something totally new that they are doing. This isn't a traditional, original SH Monsterarts figure. And so then now we will scale them next to one of the bigger figures in the line. Here's the original release, King Ghidorah. Even really out of scale there, but again, it doesn't bother me and I don't care. You have to remember that this is kind of something different. This isn't a traditional, normal SH Monsterarts. This is something totally new. So get the scale, you know, ruler out of your butts and just think about, you know, this is something different. If you guys hear my dogs barking, I apologize. But anyways, well, I'm done with this review anyway. So that is my review on the SH Monsterarts Kyoku. Sorry it took a while for me to get a review out on this guy. Thank you again to my girlfriend getting me this for Christmas last year. Hope you guys all enjoyed my collection video that I did. Sorry again, things were dusty. I just now got around to cleaning everything, so everything's good now. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to wrap this review up. Hope you guys enjoyed. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.